Hey guys. So, I just had a phone call about an hour ago with my oncologist. I don't think this is ever going to get easier nearing the end of your life. I've known that I'm terminal and timelines for a while, but there's certain trigger words, I guess, that really hit home and hit me, and one of those is the word hospice. So we had a very frank conversation that I need to make a choice. I could go on to the PMAB, but she doesn't feel that that will give me quality of life. Her opinion at this point is that I just choose quality over quantity because chemo in the past, my trouble starting it, how I was on it, and just the physical and emotional, mental aspect of it was very hard on me, and that at this point I should probably just live out my life to the best that I can. And I don't disagree with her, but I see her on Friday, and that's when I have to let her know about my choice. So there was a conversation with her about a month ago that we had set a goal that would be 6 months, that I want to hit 6 months. I want to celebrate my birthday one last time. I want to celebrate Christmas. And that was our plan. That was our hope. It's not the case. At most, she's giving me 4 months, which means I could still hit my birthday and Christmas, fingers crossed. But she said 2 to 4. 2 to 4 months. And that never gets easier, hearing a medical doctor tell you that your life is coming to an end. Even though I've already known that, just each time you hear it, it brings up different emotions. It re-triggers that, holy shit, I'm nearing the end of my time here, and I'm only 40 years old. And today, it hit because we had had a conversation that generally at 4 months out, you apply to begin a hospice situation because there is quite a long wait list for them here, at least in Canada. So I have a call into my palliative doctor because he is the doctor out of the hospice that I had chosen that I want to be in when the time comes. So I need to talk to him and have a conversation on when I apply for that, when I go in, what that looks like. I still feel like I'm doing relatively well, like I'm out in the beautiful mountains right now. I'm able to still function for the most part. Yes, my pain has increased, my shortness of breath, my fatigue, and how tired and just energy levels aren't great, but I'm pushing through them. I'm trying to live what life I can. So we just need to have a conversation and see what that is. So Friday I make the decision on whether I want to choose PMAB or just quality of life. There's a lot of things that come with nearing the end of your life, and a lot of what I feel is the things that I'm going to miss out on, and it's screwed up. It's so screwed up. Actually, my really good friend, went and said that it's hard for her to watch me live in fear because I am afraid of everything. I'm afraid of dying. I'm afraid of pills. I'm afraid of being alone for long periods of time in case I die. There's just a lot of things, and I really do live in fear, and I try to not do that. I try to have the best experiences and do all of these things because my life has been in fear for as long as I can remember. And I don't know, I just feel very scatterbrained right now and exhausted from crying and just sitting with my reality. Sorry, I keep looking up at the trees and stuff. It's so pretty here. So, yeah, it's tough and life sucks in this moment. I wish there was a cure. I wish there was something that I could have done. And actually, I seen a comment, it's a good time to address that, is if I had done chemo sooner, would it have helped? I asked that question because that was my fear, was, did I do this to myself? And my doctor had said, likely not. It likely wouldn't have made a difference because of it being metastatic. So she also said that I just have to stop living in the what if, because I did what was best for me at that time. And that's just the reality. The reality is we don't know if starting it sooner would have helped. She doesn't feel that it would have, because of the aggressiveness and where it's spreading, that it would have made any difference at all. So, yeah, I've made choices and decisions, and yes, a lot of them based in fear, but how do you not be fearful going through this? How do you not be completely freaking terrified going through cancer? Like, going through treatment. I was already a very health anxious person going into this, that it didn't help anything. I'm even more a health anxious person now since getting cancer. But anyways, I'm gonna do as my aunt said, pull up my big girl panties and just live life. She passed away on Friday morning of lung cancer. And then I got news Friday afternoon that mine has spread to the lungs. And she was my biggest cheerleader. Her and I were doing cancer together, and just, she was the one person that we could just vent to each other, and we knew that we got it, that we understood each other and how bad this is. But she unfortunately lost her battle. But I guess on the bright side, I'll get to see her soon, and my mom. Oh, but even thinking about that, it's like morbid, and I don't know. Anyways, I'll leave it at that, and I hope you guys have a great week. I'm sure I'll post some more along the way, but if I don't,